Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Forever Cities. This exciting journey of ancient cities of India has now brought us to a city which, very much like Patliputra, was one of the 16 Mahajanpadas of that time. Like Patliputra, this city is also associated with Emperor Ashoka. This city is often called the city of time. This city has the distinction of never being destroyed. This is the city which was in the ancient times called Avanti, Pratikalpa, and by many other names. This is the city of Mahakal. This is the city of Ujjain. Ujjain, described as one of the 7 most sacred cities in ancient Indian texts. Sprinkled with hundreds of temples and places of historical importance, the city witnesses a constant footfall of devotees throughout the year. But one place has remained the first port of call for all, the Mahakaleshwar Temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva. This is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas, the most important and revered temples dedicated to Lord Shiva in the world.
Mahakal is big time, eternity. Now the temple of Mahakal is located here in Ujjain and located as a specific place on earth. In our tradition, Ujjain is supposed to be the navel of the universe.
जब से इस धरा पर भगवान महाकालेश्वर की
Ever since Lord Mahakaleshwar appeared on this earth in the form of light, this place, Avantika, has undergone various name changes over time, but later it was called Avantika. After Avantika, it came to be known as Ujjaini.
नाम से जाना जाता है। तो ये प्राचीन
This is an ancient heritage site where Lord Mahakal killed a demon called Dushyant, established righteousness and dharma.
और यहाँ दुष्यंत करके राक्षस का समापन किया और धर्म की स्थापना की।
It's 4 a.m. in the morning, and while the dawn is yet some distance away, the crowds have started building up to have a glimpse of the Mahakal. The devotees make a beeline to have a darshan or see the sacred Shivlinga. It is the morning ritual which evokes maximum interest. It is a special form of prayer called the bhasmarti, or the ash ritual, performed only at the Mahakaleshwar. It involves sprinkling of sacred ash over Shivlinga towards the conclusion of a strenuously long ritual. The majestic combination of the bhasmarti and the Mahakal form of Shiva casts a unique and indescribable aura of spirituality, encompassing everyone present in an emphatic and divine embrace. One just can't help but remain mesmerized and totally engrossed in the entire spiritual ambience. The very name Mahakaleshwar signifies the Lord of Time, described in early Puranic texts as the protector of the region and master of time.
भगवान महाकालेश्वर दक्षिण मुखी है।
Lord Mahakaleshwar is south facing, he controls time or death. There are 2 types of Kal or the negative power. One is called time, the other is called death. The king of death is Yamaraj. Both death and time are controlled by Lord Shiva. Therefore, the main idol of Lord Mahakal is south-facing, and hence his form is considered Dakshin-mukhi.
दक्षिण की तरफ है और इसीलिए इनका स्वरूप दक्षिण स्वरूप माना जाता है।
Mahakal and Ujjain are inalienable. Temple priests claim their history goes as far as the beginning of time. The priests claim that they have written records that fetch their association with the Mahakal as far as 2500 years. While Bhasmarti is very fascinating and captivating indeed, many other temples in Ujjain do have their own unique rituals. This is the Kal Bhairav temple. The deity is associated with the Mahakal and, in fact, is called his gatekeeper. Among its most famous offerings is liquor. Devotees bring liquor to the temple, and Kal Bhairav duly accepts the offerings.
This is like poison, and Lord Shankara has authority over poison. And Kal Bhairava is the fiercest form of Lord Shiva. This is why liquor is offered to the Lord Kal Bhairava. So we offer our voices through the liquor to the Lord and request him to give us good things.
Priests here also believe that Ujjain is the place associated with birth of planet Mars, or Mangal as it is called in India. This temple is perhaps only one of its kind in the world which is dedicated to the planet. While Ujjain teems with devotees who traverse the city, visiting one temple or the other, it is not just the devotion that brings them here. The city's lip-smacking street food and snacks are an instant hit with them. Hot samosas, tangy kachoris, and sweet jalebis, to name a few. One just cannot not try these mouth-watering offerings. Mahakal is the reigning deity, the Lord of Ujjain, but the most cherished and charismatic person of the city remains King Vikramaditya. He ruled without a crown and was known for his wisdom and magnanimity. He left a lasting legacy, and such is his impact that his presence is still felt in every nook and corner of the city. The enduring presence of Vikramaditya's statue near the Mahakal temple serves as a symbolic guardian of the city, representing time, justice, and wisdom. Ujjain was one of the 16 Mahajanapadas, or the great kingdoms, that thrived around the 6th century BC. Under Vikramaditya's reign, Ujjain flourished, becoming a prominent hub for learning, astronomy, and the Sanskrit culture. The famous tales of Simhasan Battisi and Betal Pachisi narrate the eminence of the great king that was Vikramaditya. The Indian calendar, called the Vikram Samvat, was started by Vikramaditya in 57 BC.
In 57 BC, Emperor Vikramaditya ascended to the throne. He started the Vikram Samvat calendar. He introduced coins of the same era.
He was famous for having Navratnas, or 9 highly educated and virtuous people in his court. One of them was Varahmihir, a distinguished astronomer and astrologer. He was a celebrated mathematician and is still acknowledged for significant contributions to astrology through his books. Patliputra's king Ashoka also served Ujjain as one of the governors before ascending to the throne. Ujjain's association with planetary calculations and astronomy continues to this day. In fact, one more aspect that made Ujjain a key destination for all astronomers as well as astrologers is its unique location. The astronomers used Ujjain's location to make key calculations. Even today, an observatory is being built around 30 kilometers from Ujjain. From now, at this point of time, the Tropic of Cancer goes. But as far as Ujjain is concerned, it continues to be a key location for all the astrologers in India. It is considered the cosmic clock of India. It was also known as the Greenwich of ancient India, lying on the zero meridian and also on the Tropic of Cancer.
Ujjain is relevant because it is on the prime meridian. And even now, the planet's position is calculated with reference to Ujjain. Ujjain means midnight.
Built by Maharaja Jai Singh in the 18th century, this Vedh Shala or the Observatory is one of 5 such constructed to measure planetary positions.
ग्रंथों में स्पष्ट लिखा हुआ है उत्तरी गोलार्ध में सुमेर
The longitude that runs from Mount Sumer in the northern hemisphere to Sri Lanka in southern hemisphere passes through Ujjain, and the calculation of time is done from there. Ujjain had the same importance in ancient times as the Greenwich wheels today.
वही महत्व उज्जैन का था.
It remains functional even today, accurately displaying local time correct to a margin of only 20 seconds. Many Panchang or the Indian calendar makers across the nation still use Ujjain's longitude to determine the date of festivals. The city was a key cultural hub in ancient times. It has the distinction of being associated with one of the most celebrated Sanskrit poets and playwrights of all time, the great Kalidasa. According to Ujjain's Kalidas Sanskrit Academy, there are conflicting claims about his birth and place of work. But a thorough study of his work reveals his strong association with the city. Many believe he was in fact one of the Navratnas in court of Vikramaditya, though many scholars place him between 2nd century BC to 5th century AD. In Meghadutam, Kalidasa has described Ujjain as a city of palaces, of temples and of learning. Clouds on the horizon. Almost the entire India welcomes the monsoon clouds. But in the city of Ujjain, clouds have a different connection also. For here in this city was perhaps the greatest Sanskrit poem Meghadutam compiled by Kalidasa. His works including Meghadutam, Abhigyan Shakuntalam, Kumar Sambhava are all masterpieces. Meghadutam's plot is so fascinating that it has captured the imagination of all those who have read it. A yaksha or a demigod is exiled from Alka and sends a message to his wife through a passing monsoon cloud. Abhigyan Shakuntalam remains his most celebrated play, admired even in Europe, and has been made into films in many Indian languages.
संस्कृत भारत की प्राणभूत भाषा है.
Sanskrit is the primordial language of India. If you want to understand India, then it is essential to understand Sanskrit. And if you want to understand Sanskrit, then you have to understand Kalidas. Because to understand the beauty of Sanskrit language, it is very important to understand Kalidas.
के लिए कालिदास को समझना बहुत जरूरी है.
विश्व की लगभग सारी भाषाओं में
Kalidasa's works have been translated to almost all the languages of the world and in Indian languages as well. You must have heard the name of a famous German poet, J. Wolfgang Goethe. He became so excited and elated after reading Abhigyan Shakuntalam that he told his wife that if you want to see all the things of the world together, then just read Abhigyan Shakuntalam.
मुझे लगता है ये वैश्विक परंपरा के भी कवि कुलगुरु है, क्योंकि इन्हीं से प्रेरित होकर बाद में सारी रचनाओं का सृजन हुआ है. Ujjain has not left this rich legacy to the columns of history. Its romance with Sanskrit continues to defy the distance of time and ages. Kalidasa Academy and other institutions in the city continue to actively promote Sanskrit theatre, classical performances and poetry recitations. कालिदास की धरोहर को उज्जैन ने लगभग 2000
The heritage of Kalidas has been preserved in Ujjain for more than 2000 years, and for the last 66 years we have been regularly preserving it through the Kalidas festival. It has been further illustrated through many mediums like paintings, dance, speech, debate, other arts as well. It has also been preserved by reading of scriptures.
पठन पाठन से भी इसको संरक्षित किया गया है. In ancient times, Ujjain was also a major center for trade with links spread as far as Rome. Dr. R.C. Thakur is an avid collector of ancient coins. He claims that the coins in his personal collection go back many centuries. These coins also suggest that Ujjain was a flourishing trade and commerce center.
In ancient times, Ujjain was a very important center of trade. Ujjain has trade links with not only the whole nation but the entire world. When trade used to take place here, then the currency of whole world used to come here for exchange. We get the proof of such trade and commerce through the coins.
Historians believe Ujjain was a spice trading hub, exporting Indian herbs and spices to Europe.
These coins tell amazing stories. In fact, each and every one of these coins is a fascinating story in itself. Apart from facilitating trade and commerce, these coins also served another important purpose, that of disseminating important messages to the people.
The coins are indeed rare and reveal a lot about the sophisticated commerce and trade systems that were in place. Many carry the mint symbol of Ujjain, a cross with circles at every end. The coins in the collection also depict important events associated with the city. Many of these coins were collected from Shipra's riverbed. The river is as old as the city itself. It has seen the glorious past of Ujjain and continues to sustain it. The city is one of the 4 places where Kumbh is held every 12 years. Ramghat is a major center for attraction for all the tourists and devotees. It is also the site of sacred bath or Shahi Snan during the Kumbh festival. This is the ancient sage Sandipani's ashram. Devotees are flocking to have a darshan or a glimpse of not only the great saint but also of his most famous disciple.
There is much more to Ujjain. This ancient city is also associated with the one who gave the entire world the teachings, wisdom and spirituality through Gita. It is in Ujjain at Sandipani Ashram that Krishna finally got his education.
Lord Krishna and his brother Balaram studied here under sage Sandipani's tutelage. No wonder Ujjain is a key pilgrimage center for the Shaivas as well as the Vaishnavas or the followers of God Vishnu.
Information about Ujjain is available in Skand Puran and other Purans, in which it is said that Lord Krishna himself came along with his brother to get educated here in Ujjain. He came as Krishna and returned as Shri Krishna. This was possible only in Ujjain.
A stone's throw away from the Sandipani Ashram is the Maun Tirth Peeth, a Gurukul-inspired boarding Vedic school for boys. Wards from the villages near and far, from the age between 8 to 12, get free education here. They are not only taught Vedic rituals and shlokas, but also contemporary subjects including English.
This is the area of Sandipani. It is our good fortune that we are able to serve this land through the Vedas. These small kids study Vedas and learn rituals. All the learning here is going on as per the Gurukul tradition. They are also taught modern subjects.
After 7 years of training, these kids get an equivalent recognition of 12th class and can go back to perform tasks as educated priests. The education and all expenses, including food, boarding, lodging, etc., are borne by the school. The Vedic chants reverberating near river Shipra confirm the fact that this eternal city continues to preserve its cultural heritage amid the usual cacophony of modern urban times.
Ujjain is not just about its history, which is indeed fascinating and enthralling. Ujjain's name has for long been synonymous with India's rich cultural, religious heritage. And the city is making efforts to keep this treasure alive, keep this heritage alive. And not only that, the city is ensuring that this passes on to the generations to come, so that the divine light that glows in Ujjain continues to guide its way forward. Thanks for watching this episode of Forever Cities. Goodbye and namaskar.